Hello, thanks for tuning in and listening and joining my drive as I travel through time and space. And it's nice to have you here with me. I am alone in this present moment and yet surrounded by so much unseen, and also sharing this moment with someone else out there, even though I cannot see them and this with me right now. So that's pretty wild. So much before and beyond and to come, and deep breaths and grounding into the body, into the present moment, into what lives within and around, and the shared similarities and things we can relate about, and also our differences, as all of us have so much in common and also have very different, unique experiences that have made us who we are. Our environments and caregivers and everything external that influenced and impacted us and how we perceive and relate and interact with the world. And there's a lot that's gone on, that's going on, and that will continue to happen and unfold. And to be in that central place amidst all of the things before and after, past, present, future, now. And yeah, grounding into the body, into the breath. I feel like there's so much that I want to say and share and speak on. A lot of different topics I find are important right now during these times. And the things coming up right now in this moment is accountability and responsibility for self, for our inner world, our mind, body, spirit, and regulation and finding connection to deeper connection to ourselves and all parts and pieces of ourself and to the world around us. They go hand in hand. I think the deeper that we go within and look at ourselves and what we've experienced and who we've been, our choices, who we want to be, what we can do, and what is in our power and control. The deeper inward we go, the further out into the world that we can reach and have a positive impact and do things that haven't been done, or maybe have been done but in a way that's not been done exactly as you have the ability to do, like the unique voice that you have based upon your experiences and wisdom, the unique wisdom that you have, because we all are inherently, like, there's an intelligence there that's beyond reason and logic. We all have our own intuition, so, which to me, like, intuition is a form of intelligence, or to be able to be intuitively, like, sensing, what is within and how that relates to the environment around, and to interact as consciously as possible and be attuned to ourselves first and foremost, our emotions, our awareness, and to those around us, and have an intention, a goal of some kind, a vision, a mission, a value system. Simply, even, it doesn't need to be some big grand thing. It's just day by day. I'm choosing to be patient. I'm choosing to look through a lens of compassion and empathy and understanding and curiosity and questioning and wanting to understand more deeply things that, on the surface might look a certain way, and maybe if I go a little deeper, it's not what I thought it was. And like grounding it into values, and what kind of life do I want to live? What kind of person do I want to be? What kind of people do I want to interact with? What kind of world do I want to interact with? And first becoming that and being that and being solid in that energy in yourself. And the more that we embody that, the more that we share that and give that, the more that it's reflected back to us, and that we are going to receive, what we're giving. And the whole, input, output, like what we're putting into something is we're going to get it back in a different form. And For some reason, I feel, with AI, it's such a powerful tool in the right hands. If we're inputting, it's based upon how I interact with this thing, it's going to respond to me a certain way. And that's just, I feel, how life is in general. And so just some food for thought, chew on that, digest it a little bit, and then it'll be released in some way. And I am going to drop off some library books. So I'm going to take a pause to do that. So maybe, just give me a minute. We can breathe and just drop these guys off. I've got quite a few I've built up and acquired over some time. Okay. I guess I could just show you my library haul. How about that? We got I Love a Book. This was a good one. It's about books and how powerful and amazing they are. This is fun. Okay. Night Creatures. This was a sweet one. This girl is unfazed by the creatures all around her because she's in a book, and then she teaches these creatures about books, and they all end up reading with her and stop trying to spook her. They're just like, oh, cool, we're gonna join you on this. But yeah, they're spooky creatures from Peruvian folklore want to scare Benita. Will she ever get to read her book in peace? She's like, leave me alone, I'm just trying to read, So that was a good one. The Book That Can Read Your Mind. This was sweet and funny. I don't understand how it totally works. There's got to be you pick someone in these rows, okay, and then it's if you pick someone this row, go to I don't really know how to describe this. I don't know. I'm just gonna let that go. And then that's one was silly. I honestly wasn't a fan. I didn't end up reading this. I didn't read that one either. Making sure I have 2 different libraries that I go to, so I gotta make sure it's the right one. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. See, this is what I do. I go and I get a ton of books at once, and then I read them over the course of a month, and then return them all at once. So okay. I'll show you the ones that I feel like are noted to be good. Is this even out? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So books are very powerful. Words are powerful. Wings of Fire, graphic novel about dragons. Yeah, Elijah loves graphic novels. My 7-year-old. Spider-Man. This was an interesting take on some Greek mythology. It was kind of more modern day, kind of cool graphic novel. I enjoyed that. I love mythology, and this was funny. Look, it was this little hedgehog who wants to be big and tough and scary, but he's just a cute little hedgehog. And yeah. Anywho, okay. Instead of fairy godmother, we got scary godmother, and it's kind of cute because it's I don't know. My youngest kind of likes spooky kind of stuffs. This was really interesting. It's called this was about an artist and her life, and that brought up a lot of feels for me. It was very here, this is, I'll read you the back because I felt like this was pretty profound and moving. It says, I will never write like a man, I will write like a woman. I will express the inexpressible, intuitions, quiverings. I will make of my life a masterpiece and invent a language to tell it. Anais, I don't know how to even say this name. Anais Nin is the patron saint. What is it? Yeah, so some I don't know. Well, I don't really want to get into it anymore, but it has to do with sexuality, sensuality, and her as an artist, and it was very taboo and very her, okay, anyway, I don't know. Okay, we don't need to get into all that right now. I can go deeper about This is sweet. A fairy friendship. Just this little fairy didn't know how to fly yet, and then she made a friend who helped teach her how to fly. Story about friendship and the power of friends and to help us. And that was sweet. Okay, I got Where's Waldo? That was it's a fun one. I had a few moments where I opened up the page to just like, and literally the first thing I looked at on the page was Waldo. I'm like, how did I do that? I don't know, but I did, and I just wanted to brag about that for a minute because, yeah. This was cool. We have Under Earth, and then it has two sides, like underwater, so depending on what side you open up on, it opens up like this, and we got a lot of, hope no one else is trying to drop off books, but yeah, it had a lot of information about life and the earth, and also underwater. Look at our little friends. Look at all of this. There's so much to learn, you guys. It's just amazing. Okay, I didn't end up reading that one. Okay. This was a really sweet story about this like snow dragon. On a walk through a snowy garden, Big Sister Miriam claims to hear the sound of a snow dragon. Little Sister Celeste has lots of questions. Snow dragons are real? Where do they hide? What do they eat? And is that frost on the greenhouse windows, or is it frost fire? Author-illustrator Ellie McKay casts a winter spell in this story of two sisters that will inspire readers to embrace imagination and curiosity and look for the hidden magic in the world around them. Very sweet. Very good. And then Mosquitoes Can't Bite Ninjas. This was the boys, one of their favorites. I kind of want to just read it to you because it's very short and sweet, and let's just do it. Okay, so mosquitoes bite all kinds of people. I hate those little fuckers. They're the worst. But we got, they're biting the swimmer, chef, old ladies with blue hair. They even bite babies. But as hard as they try, mosquitoes can never bite ninjas. See how fast their reflexes are. Mosquitoes are sneaky. Like he's saying, shh, he's sneaking up on that ninja, and then, but ninjas are sneakier. Mosquitoes are quick. But ninjas are quicker. Mosquitoes try and try and try. But a mosquito is no match for a ninja. Ninjas don't bite people. They learn not to when they're baby ninjas. See, they're getting a teether, that's because they don't want to bite a human. But every once in a while, when a ninja is very hungry and he isn't paying attention to his sandwich, and a mosquito gets stuck in the jelly, a ninja can bite a mosquito. What? The end. Wow. Mosquitoes can't bite ninjas. Classic. All about having them quick reflexes, And that was, that's all that. I have another haul I gotta unload at a different library another day, but not today. But yeah, I feel bad sometimes. I'm like, I have all these good books, and I know there's like a whole library full of books for other people, but it's like, I just don't want to hoard all the books to myself. But, I do, honestly, for a little bit there, because it's a whole, I don't know, I feel like anywho. But, yeah, so books, reading, words, libraries, curiosity, imagination, new worlds, new ideas, new thoughts, new feelings, newness, and also some of this is ancient, it's been around for a minute. There's some stories and mythology that are like, I feel like, and there's almost like a kind of similar pattern in stories that is repeated in a lot of different ways. And a lot of it has to do with like, fight between, like a conflict. There's some sort of conflict, and then there's the, something that's trying to be worked out. And it feels like that's just life in general. There's all these like kind of problems and conflicts, and then what are we gonna do about them? What's the solution? What do we do with all this stuff? And fun fact, I have written a book 2 books. One of them, only one is available right now, and I have a third that I'm wrapping up right now. But yeah, if you're interested in, if you like to read and you like words, and you want to sit with in a more meditative, calm state, because I do feel like I'm a little spazzy when I'm making these videos and talking to people. But yeah, my book is I feel like it's like my life's work in ways, a compilation of I gotta get better at describing this. It's just hard to describe. So it's poetry. It's written in prose, like stream of consciousness. It's relatively a quick read, but there's a lot of thoughts and feelings and experiences and ideas and dreams and moments and memories and just different things that little. It's all one big story, but then there's parts within it, and there's chapters and separate writings, but they kind of flow together. Some of it is like biographical, and that it's about my life and me, and some of it is not. It's a little kind of short story poetry. But yeah, there's a it's kind of like holding my head and my heart in your hands, and kind of opening it up. And so I have I think on my bio on here I have a link to my Amazon, because I self-published on Amazon, so it's pretty easy to access. And so that's out there if you're interested. I'm learning how to self-promote more. I feel like I've been kind of in hiding with my book still. I've not been very trying to push it out, kind of just like releasing it over time. And I feel like with the books that I'm writing more recently, that I think that this book is called Love, I, and it's like setting the foundation for the other bits of writing, so that I feel like people may read my other books first, and then that will be kind of like, eventually the original like foundation for me as a writer and author, that may not be read until later in life. I'm not in a hurry or rush to share it, and it's not about making money or anything. It's putting my voice out there and letting myself be seen and heard in a way that was the most intentional way I've ever done. And I do my best to live life intentionally and share myself authentically. And this book is me really sitting with myself over years of time, and lots of refining and editing and adding and deleting, and really deciding what it is I want to share, and like what story am I telling, and what's the so there's that. I really do believe in just how powerful words are in storytelling, and that all of us, every one of us, has a unique and important story to share. And when we access our voice and share it with others, and connect and relate from a place of honesty and authenticity, it's just so important. I feel it's like one of the most important things there is relating to other humans and having our humanity and our ability to connect and just see each other, know each other, and that's like the foundation for healthy relationships. And I invite you to sit with yourself and write, and it doesn't need to be poetic or perfect or whatever. It's just you speaking from your heart and getting out your thoughts and feelings. Could be beneficial to someone else out there. And even if it's not to be shared and it's not for somebody else, it's for you. It's for you to unpack and organize, and you could even just like write it on pages and burn it, put it out in the fire and just release it, let it go, and just get it out, at least in some way. And I think even like by getting it out of you and putting it out into the ethers in some way, even if you don't share it, I think that's still a really powerful way to transmute your experience, and just get clear even on what's made you who you are, and find your voice. And if it feels right to share it, there's no pressure or rush or hurry to do anything. You existing and finding comfort and safety in your body and yourself as you are, without such a pressure or need to perform or be something for others, or, you know, whatever it is that maybe, you know, so much of society has pushed and pressured onto us to be something other than what we are for some idea of success and productivity, you know. But what matters most is that you feel good about yourself, that you love yourself, that you're caring for yourself, that you're honoring yourself, holding yourself, just taking care of yourself in whatever ways that you can and are. Like that's so important. So just a reminder to slow down and to take care of you, and that way you can take care of those around you better. And, you know, we all could use some taking care of and some support and some realness. You know, we all, I think, are craving something real and true in this very, sometimes really seemingly artificial, synthetic worlds that exist alongside nature and within the natural world, which is harmony and you know, balance, and that, and at the same time it's still a violent world in nature. You know, it's everything's life and death, and things have to die to be to live, and you know, so it's not just going to be like a frolic in the forest and in the flowers without, you know, some mosquitoes and ticks and parasitic bloodsuckers sometimes, you know. And that's just part of life, you know. It's not pristine, orderly, neat and tidy. It's going to be messy and chaotic, and that's okay, and that's kind of how it should be, and embracing that as much as possible. And yeah, so cycles and seasons and rhymes and reasons for everything being the way that it is. It's fun to improvise. Improvision. And yes, okay. That's a lot of talking. This video's gotten long, so I'm going to skedaddle doodle, get on out of here, and yeah, I appreciate you listening and being here with me, and doing the work and the play that you're doing, because honestly, the hard work, we need play amidst it, with it, in it. Like, to just work and not have any play is not good, and will be not very fun. And, you know, as much as things are very stressful and challenging and hard, and there's a lot of grief, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of struggle, we can sprinkle in a little bit of fun and play and hope and faith and love and joy and laughter and smiles and all of the wonderful, beautiful things that we desire. And know that there is a better world awaiting us, whether it's in this lifetime or the next or whatever it is. There is better coming. There is things to look forward to, and that we get to co-create our lives with something beyond ourselves as an individual, and you know, unite, and we're stronger together. And yes, so we got this. I'm with you in it. We're doing it. We're gonna get through it. It's gonna be okay. Maybe it is okay, even when it's not okay, because that's kind of just like what it is it's like, oh, it's okay, and it's not, and it's whatever we make of it, I guess. And yeah, but okay, I gotta go because I need to see what time it is. I think I'm running late to my thing, and I'm debating on blah 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 blah. I don't need to tell you everything. Some part of me feels like I do need to tell you everything, because I just like, I just like want just to be, I want to receive honesty from people, so naturally I'm just giving so much honesty that maybe, you know, sometimes I worry, is excessive? Am I being too honest? Am I sharing too much? Like, having those voices and fears sometimes of being too much, you know, if it's too much, and rewriting that story with radical self-acceptance and love, and you know, the right people who want to listen and be a part of my life or interested are going to be there, and it's not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. As long as I'm being true to myself and being honest and open and receptive, then we're in business. Because, you know, we're in the Western world, and capitalism and everything is business. You know, I got to profit off of spirituality nowadays even. Can I sell you a masterclass on how to love yourself? No. That's inner work that you have to do yourself. And I'm not here to capital and make money off of people's healing, because I want to just help be a part of that without expecting anything in return, honestly. And that's not really making me a whole lot of money, but I'm not here to, that's not my way of making money. But it's wild to see so many people out here. Like, yes, there's healing practices and modalities that like took a lot of education and time to learn and to share. And so I want to honor that and not just say that like, yeah, everything should be free, but in some way also, at the end of the day, the healing work is within, and it's in choices, it's in practice, and and just choosing, and really just showing up and connecting with people who, I don't know, there's so many ways to heal and repair and recover from different traumas, and yeah. And so there's like, it's important to, yes, pay for different forms of therapy and healing and whatever it is that, but also, I mean, yes, there's that. And also, can we just simplify and know that so much is free to us and available all the time, like our breath and our body, our nervous system, our somatic beingness in ourselves. And, that's no one else can give us that. Creating safety within is very important. Okay, I'm about to go through the drive-thru at Crazy Bowls and Wraps because I love that place, and I get me just some vegetables, and oh wow, that's a big old puddle, holy cow. Lots of rain the past few days, and that's kind of a buzzkill, but that's okay. Living things are happy. Lots of water is good, but not an excessive amount. That would be, it's all about balance. Okay, anywho. All right, you take care of yourself, please, and thank you. And, okay. Breathing into the body, tuning to what's within, letting it move through and out, and release, healthy release, and coping with the stresses of reality and dreams even, because sometimes my dreams be really messed up and I wake up like, what the fuck was that? Did I just travel to another parallel life? Because that was way too real and vivid, and felt like I've experienced that before, and it's very interesting. But yeah, there's stress. So how do we cope with that? Regulate and make the most of things. So breath in the body, movement. Okay, thank you for listening. Until next time.